Good day, America, and welcome to our podcast. We're two pals with different viewpoints and thoughts who really don't know much, discuss news, politics, conspiracy theories, and much, much more. One's a genius,
And one's an idiot.
or are they both idiots?
Or are they both geniuses?
Ooh, you be the judge. We can't wait to hear. Now, again, welcome to our podcast, live from Central Florida. It's the political no-brainer. To your right, I'm
Yes.
Zach.
And
To your left.
I'm Coach Trippy.
All right.
Or you can just call me Trippy. Or you can just call me an idiot.
I don't want to call you an idiot.
No, I would rather not.
All right, you're an idiot.
Damn it.
So, how you doing today?
I'm doing great.
Why
How
is
about
it still
you?
cold here in
It's
Florida?
freezing in Florida. This is awful.
Or is that because we're old now?
My beautiful Florida. It might be global warming. What do I know?
Global warming. There's an interesting topic. Because
Well,
I believe in climate change because climate changes all the time.
it does when you're talking about the four seasons.
Yeah.
But climate change, when you're
But
prefacing...
they said in 19 something that the water was slowly going away. And they showed the mark on Ellis Island. And if you go there today, guess what? The water's at the exact same spot.
Well, it may be at Ellis Island, but I was in Argentina and in the glaciers, and I would watch giant snow.
Because it was summertime,
Chunks.
so it would fall. That best in Argentina.
Yeah, in the glaciers.
They have glaciers in Argentina?
Yes.
Well, it's South America.
South America.
It's below the equator.
Yes.
It's hot.
It's concerning. and
But if you go to Antarctica or Arctic, I don't know that that's happening.
well, it may not be.
But
it is happening.
I got a great one for the show someday.
What's
I have to
that?
study it a little bit more. It drives my wife nuts. Flat earthers.
Flat Earthers. We do have to.
Oh.
We will cover that.
I
study that.
even got a guy I could bring on, but no.
We need to bring him on.
No, no.
Maybe not him.
No.
Maybe we'll find another flat earther. We won't even say his name because actually the flat earther, if he sees this podcast and he's your friend, he knows you're talking about him. But
Oh, he'll know I'm talking about him already.
he won't.
He's a great guy. He's knowledgeable. One of those who are too smart for their own good. They study way too much, and but he's a New Yorker, so he loves to argue.
Oh, New Yorkers love to argue.
Oh.
Oh, dear God. Jesus, they will argue.
The best argument though is why is New Jersey better?
Ugh. Why is it?
We got pizza.
New
The
Jersey
best.
has pizza?
The best.
I thought New York had the best pizza.
No, they got
New
good
Jersey.
dirty water dogs,
Dirty water dogs.
and then pretzels.
Pretzels are good.
Oh yeah, or knish.
Ah, they're good too.
Good Jewish deli.
Yeah.
Jersey and New York, I would say their food's.
So I
both
have a
as good.
friend. He went Chef Tom, one of my co-hosts.
Is it his podcast blowing up?
No, it's not. But but he certainly wants
He
it.
certainly thinks it is.
Yeah, but he ordered in Cat's Delicatessen via
Cats is
mail.
the
They
best.
mailed it to him on
It's
dry ice. So I was like, "How much is something like that?" And he's like, $40 a sandwich. I'm like, I wouldn't pay $40 for groceries for 3 days. Forget about.
When was the last time you went grocery shopping?
I don't know.
Exactly, because it
But
ain't.
I mean,
$40 is for
$40
lunch.
a sandwich for Cat's Delicatessen to be shipped to you via FedEx on dry ice. It
Yeah.
must be a place people really desire to be a part.
You never been to Katz's?
I've walked by it.
Oh,
I've never actually.
I've eaten there many times.
It looked too busy. I wouldn't wait in line for healthcare. Forget about a pastrami.
You're not a
sandwich.
Democrat. Healthcare.
I'm not waiting in line for a freaking pastrami sandwich.
Well,
And they don't serve cheese because kosher doesn't mix cheese and meat.
So I used to go to this restaurant, and they do put cheese on their
They
sandwich.
do?
Yeah,
Maybe
you
it's
have
not
to ask them
kosher.
for them.
Oh. I didn't get that.
Or maybe they put it on the side, and you have to put
I
it
didn't
on.
wait in line for 3 hours to make that request.
All right. But there's this place we used to go to called Harold's New York Deli.
Really?
It was in Jersey. And
But they said they were from New York. Right?
well, he used to run the Carnegie Deli, which is Carnegie Hall, which is where the ice skating rink is. Yeah. So he used to make the sandwich. I'll have to find the picture. This is a small. I don't know if you can see this, but probably not. Where is it? There we go. That's a small.
Oh, look at this. Show that picture to our.
I don't know if you can see that.
Now
but
that's a sandwich.
as we would say, that's a sandwich.
That's a sandwich.
That's a sandwich. That's the small. The large is like this, and they have to hold it when they bring it out to you, and it's for 4 people. Except it would be me and my friend. It was just 2 of us. We didn't. That's why I was probably a fat bastard.
I think Tom's podcast would blow up if he flew out to one of them places and had a sandwich like that.
You know, I'm starting a side podcast.
Yeah?
Yeah, I want to call it Let's Talk About It. I'm going to go to taco trucks.
All over the world.
All over Central Florida. Let's not go crazy. All over the world. But then the other day, I got really excited. The other day I saw that they're doing a podcast in down in Kissimmee. They opened up a food truck park.
Yeah, well, they're all over. There's one in Orlando.
Yeah, but the one in Kissimmee is like 40 acres.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So, I mean, that's somewhere where I'd like to go, see if they got tacos and all that good stuff.
We got to check it out.
Yeah,
I'll go with you.
Yep, 100%.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Yeah. And
well, I come across an interesting topic. Zach, you heard about it. I mentioned it to you. So I was watching YouTube, as I normally do, and like Zach said, there's people who just study a lot. And the good news is I do study a lot. I do read a lot, but I don't retain a lot.
Right.
But I was watching Tucker Carlson on YouTube.
You watch Tucker Carlson?
I was not watching Tucker Carlson's show. I was watching him on YouTube. His final farewell. It said Tucker Carlson speaks out, and it was he made a lot of sense this one time. He was talking about
this one time. He's a really smart guy. I don't care if you're left or right.
He's a very smart guy, and he made a good point. He said,
someone said he should be Trump's vice president.
Absolutely. That would be great. It would be interesting. I just think that the minute he takes the spotlight, Trump will get butthurt and fall apart.
Yeah, he does have that little bit. He doesn't
start bashing.
He doesn't like sharing the limelight.
And then realize, like Pence, he can't fire him because he's an elected official.
Or maybe we should have Ted Nugent and Kid Rock run for president.
I think they aren't they?
No. I don't think Kid Rock wants to get into politics. I thought Ted
somebody did. Who is it? Who is the actor?
The Rock.
No.
They say he's supposed to run for president.
No, it was another guy. Jesus, I'm not real good with actors' names.
What does he do?
He did a movie where he was like a U.S. Marshal. He did. He makes no sense when he talks. He tries to be real philosophical.
Tommy Lee Jones?
No. He tries to be real philosophical, and nothing he says makes any sense.
Woody Harrelson?
No. It looks like
Matthew McConaughey.
Matthew McConaughey. He always tries to be overly philosophical, and then nothing he says makes nothing. It's like, arrive at your point, if you would, please.
That's because he's been hitting the hookah a little too much.
Jesus, he keeps you watching just because you're like, are you going to
I watched him on Between the Two Ferns, which is a total parody. It's hilarious. And Zach Galifianakis asked him on the set of what's the show him and Woody did on HBO? They were True Detectives, and they said, what was your marijuana budget? Because they're both potheads. In case you didn't know.
And just in case.
They
don't appear to be.
No.
They're elusive.
They smoked the ganja. But speaking of smoking the ganja, I heard Snoop Dogg quit.
I don't think he quit.
This world's coming to the end.
It's over. You're going to see him.
Snoop Dogg quit smoking weed. I mean, good if he did and he wanted to because he wants to get healthy or whatever. Good for him.
But is there an issue with smoking weed? That's my question. I don't see it.
Here there is. No. Let me rephrase that. There's no issue with smoking it, but they're now having side effects because the stuff is so strong. My kid, who was an avid smoker, we had to rush him to the hospital. We thought he had cancer. He was like 100 pounds soaking wet, and it was terrible. And it turns out that his body was rejecting the weed, and it would cause him to get into violent, like almost throwing up and in pain and have to take showers. And anyway, he quit. Now he's back to normal.
Funny story.
So it happens to people.
It does happen. I had a friend, I won't say his name. He owned a pool hall.
I had a friend, I won't say his name.
Well, nobody else. I've had a lot of friends, Bobby, over the years. So he owned a pool hall. That would be identifying. But he would pop aspirin or Tylenol. I don't know what he was doing, but every 2 minutes, like Tic Tacs, and he started losing a significant amount of weight. And so I threw out the storyline there when I said about the Tylenol. And he had lost quite a bit of weight, and he kept going to the doctor, and the numbers were plummeting, whatever numbers they looked for. And then one day he was sitting in the doctor's office, and the doctor was giving him the news that things aren't looking good. Don't buy green bananas because we can't figure this shit out. and
I never heard that before.
And he right then when the doctor said that, he put some more Tylenol or aspirin in his mouth. The doctor said, "How often are you doing that?" And he said, "I buy a couple bottles a week, 4 or 5 bottles." He says, "Well, stop and come back in 2 weeks." So it's not.
Why
was
he taking it? Was he just
like it was his new thing? It was his new fascination. So, and he stopped. He comes back in 2 weeks, and his numbers start improving significantly.
Look, I'll pop donuts before I pop.
Right, but I mean that's like saying the weed's getting too strong. It was a funny story, my personal story. I live in Florida. Sometimes we'd even grow our own weed, and it was just regular weed. When I moved to Hawaii, this stuff was so strong. I'd be like, "Fuck, don't you guys got any regs?"
What's it called?
Laid back
Crush they have over there or something, whatever it's called.
Yeah. And I was like, so, but the point is weed really a drug? And I know something I love about Biden. They're talking about taking it off the federal standard of being a Schedule I drug.
First of all, I think they should, and I think they should not. They should legalize it just like they have with alcohol, because alcohol is worse. First of all, in my opinion.
A lot worse. It was like prohibition.
Cigarettes are worse.
How big a failure was that?
Right.
Prohibition.
And imagine if they made weed legal. If they made it legal and they taxed it when they sold it like they do cigarettes.
And they're saying
look at Colorado's debt free right now.
Cigarettes is like $5 a pack, and you got
$6.
Yeah, and then but it's $4 of it's taxes. Do that to weed. Bring in some extra revenue. Use it for education.
I think they did that in Colorado, and they don't have any bills.
I don't. Is that true?
Yes.
Really?
Look it up.
I will.
Google.com.
This is another note I have to follow up on.
Yes, I think when they made weed legal in Colorado, legal lead. That's my new thing, and I don't even smoke it.
And the funny thing is too is I really suffer from glaucoma, and my doctor. I suffer from glaucoma. I don't think my doctor would prescribe weed to me, but I get illegal weed anyway if I want it. It's not an issue.
Get it legal. My doctor will give you a pot card.
Nah, I don't need no pot card. That was just
my kids have pot cards.
You got it for them.
No, they turned 18. They got it themselves.
So back to my initial point.
But here's my thing. I am a proponent of legalizing marijuana.
Too. So
should they make heroin, cocaine,
no.
LSD?
But why do we open these Pandora boxes? Why do we always have these discussions? Do this and it'll mushroom into that. It won't. That's the foot in the door policy.
I'm going to tell you why. Because the boomers, which would be my mom, believe that weed is a gateway drug. And I know kids that smoked weed in high school, and they still smoke weed. They're not hooked on smack.
But this comes down to something that really the NRA promulgates, and it's called the foot in the door philosophy. If you legalize weed, it's going to blow the door open to cocaine. It's going to blow the door open to legalized heroin.
Well, they made it in, is it Seattle? They just legalized all narcotics?
It may be, but that's just too, for me, that's too much.
Right.
For me, but they say that about if we regulate guns, if we say convicted felons can't have guns, no one will have guns eventually. No, we're narrowing the field.
Well, you shouldn't give a convicted felon a gun.
Well, the NRA argues that that's not a viable
because they're probably saying, all right, let's change the verbiage then, make it a violent felony.
Well, violence can be
if I did white collar crime and I did espionage or something like that, or I stole company secrets or whatever, why can't I own a gun? I didn't strong arm nobody. But if I do strong arm robbery, that's a whole different ballgame.
The problem is it comes down to domestic violence and what constitutes charging. The problem is it could be a stalker. Should a stalker convicted of felony stalking not be able to carry a weapon? It's not a violent crime. He's just making phone calls. He's just making observations. The girl's in the store with a boy who might be just carrying out the groceries. The problem is it's an issue. This guy's literally hounding this poor young lady, scaring the hell out of her. It could be a young lady hounding a boy for all we know.
What about like the guy who comes up and looks in your window and stalks you that way?
Well, if he's a stalker, he shouldn't be able to buy a gun at least legally.
I agree with that. That's a felony.
It's a felony. But then you're saying a violent felony. I mean, looking in your window, someone's going to say, I can look in your window. And like, I don't want you looking at my window.
I'm going to come look over in your window. Wouldn't stalking be under the premise of a sexual crime?
No, stalking is not a sexual crime. Sexual is, in order for it to be a sexual crime, I think it has to involve 3 things, which is force, penetration, and
No, because you can get arrested for if you're over 18 dating a minor, and that's a sexual
Well,
crime.
that's true, but that not for dating though.
Yeah, yeah, oh yeah. Well, maybe
No,
now some states have made
no.
it more legal, but
If you go to a movie with a minor and the parents call it dating, you're not going to get wound up in jail. For
people
3 years.
have.
Really?
They get tagged, they get labeled.
Could be. I haven't heard that one. I know.
Luckily, your wife was legal when you married her.
It's true, fortunately, or else I'd be in trouble.
Fortunately, I'd call the police.
So we were on to Tucker Carlson, weren't we?
Yeah, let's get back on Tucker.
On Tucker. So I was watching a YouTube. I
Tucker,
wasn't
I don't
watching
even
the
know her.
Tucker Carlson show. I want to clarify. I did not. I can't say I've never watched it. He is interesting and he is articulate.
I like Tucker.
I do.
I like him better
don't
than
know,
Hannity.
Well, who is Hannity? A conservative?
Sean Hannity?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Because we're like Hannity and Combs, right?
We're a little bit like Hannity and
Yeah,
Combs, except Combs is dead.
You're right. I'm
So
still
don't
alive.
die on me.
I still have a food. I might be playing it in extra innings, but I'm still alive. So
You're gonna wear eye patch soon too.
ah,
We'll call you the
dear
pirate.
God.
We're gonna have our new pirate
it's
show.
getting frustrating.
Political pirate.
And Tucker mentioned the
Watch out, you got a
topics
host.
that will define our future, but get virtually no discussion at all. And he went on to say both political parties
They won't touch him with a 10-foot pole.
and their donors, they won't touch him with a 10-foot pole. Absolutely, that's what he was alluding to. But he said both parties and their donors have reached consensus on what benefits them. They actively collude to shut down any conversation on these 6 topics.
So why, as we the people, do we allow that?
Well, I guess we're not allowing it if we bring it to their attention. If me, the
But
genius,
then if it gets swept under the rug,
well, we don't know that it will because we're really working hard to see to it that our podcast is not swept under the rug.
right? Well, I think Tucker's got a little bit of a chance too.
I think we should call Tucker and see if he wants to work with us on this.
Hashtag Tucker.
Hashtag Tucker on it. And absolutely, better said.
I'd like to have a chat with him. He's out of my realm. He's way smart.
Yeah, I mean, we can keep up. We're pretty smart. I mean,
I could just be the comedic retarded side guy. I shouldn't use that word. I'm sorry. That's politically incorrect.
it is incorrect.
I know.
You know, it was an
mentally
interesting-
challenged,
Yes, because at one time when I went to the kids' school and
as
the
most left
school
Democrats are.
administrator was telling all the kids, there was a rally, all the parents were listening, and she talked about what a terrible word it is to use in a negative way. Like if you throw a basketball and you don't make the hoop and someone says, oh, you retard. No, that's retarded people are really something special, and we shouldn't use that word in a negative
No, I tell
way.
you what. I'll let you know. It's not a secret, but my cousin had Down syndrome. He's no longer with us. He lasted, but he made it to 40,
Right.
which is not normal.
Right. They don't live.
No, they don't live very. Usually they have heart conditions.
Yeah.
He had a heart condition. He had water around his heart. And anyway, but he was the most loving, sweetest
Yeah.
person on the planet. I remember we were in the mall one time and some kid said something about him and I wanted to go fight the kid and my cousin, no.
Oh.
I'm like,
They're
no,
so
it's making
sweet. They
fun
know
of you.
more than us.
Yeah, he was like strong. Like when we were little, he was like a superhuman strong. Then we got bigger than him, so.
And we started beating him up.
No, we didn't
Time's
beat-
sake.
You remember that time? No, I love my cousin Mark.
Oh.
And everybody he met, he would tell them he loved them and tell them about Jesus.
That's beautiful.
Yeah,
I wish he were alive today. He'd be on our show right now.
I would. He used to make these toys. He made his own toys. It was the coolest thing.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So anyway,
So back to it. So one
Let's
of the
not
6
use the word
topics-
anymore,
No,
you
no more.
retard.
We're not. Come on, retard. It's awful. What are the 6
the
topics?
is the new bad word Democrat? Hey, you Democrat.
Hey, yeah, it is. Or
Liberal.
Sleepy Joe.
Sleepy Joe.
People call me Sleepy Joe at work.
Diaper
I'm like,
Joe.
Diaper Joe. I love Diaper Joe.
Oh,
I
would you
love
leave
it.
your children with him alone?
Well, I would leave my children alone with Trump. I mean, come on.
I
Or
would.
Ivanka.
Did you not see him walk his granddaughter into school the other day?
I'm sure they told him this is what you do. You hold her hand
No,
so
it was
you
his
get to the door.
grandbaby.
Oh,
He gave her a
come
big
on.
kiss.
I saw him during the insurrection, and he held the Bible like this. And it's like I stood in front of the church, and he held the Bible like this. It's not a Bible. That's not what you do with the Bible. But anyway,
No, you hit people with it. My mother,
like a
my
trophy.
kids,
Look.
my friends come over the house and they say something wrong. You were getting hit with the Bible. Did you curse in my house? Kapow!
Really?
No, she
No,
wasn't.
no.
No. My mother is a saint.
Yeah, I love your mom. Yeah, I
She's
haven't
going to
seen
be
her.
90 in May. 90. I'm going up to see her.
Yeah, you are?
Yeah.
Oh,
My
that's
sister, I
beautiful.
wanted to fly her down. My sister's like, no, she's too old. She's too old. She has a car.
Yeah,
She drives like, I tell her she needs to give her car
So
up.
does Clint Eastwood. He still drives his
He's
car.
92, right?
92, and he fills his own gas.
I saw that. He's another one.
Yeah.
He's looking rough, but
Yeah, but
he's
92. I mean,
I hope to live that long.
yeah, that's extra.
That'd be awesome.
That's extra. Innings,
You're in the second game. But hey, why couldn't you live to be 100?
Well, you can
if you take care of yourself.
if you take care.
Eat healthy.
Warren Buffett's co-chairman.
I follow this guy.
January 1st.
I follow this guy on Instagram. I'll think of his name. He's a doctor, and he talks about what you shouldn't eat. The 5 healthy foods that are not healthy. Like oatmeal, garbage.
Really?
Oh yeah. I'll send it to you. His name's
Yeah.
Paul. Dr. Paul. Anyway, he's the carnivore doctor, carnivore MD. He's a big carnivore. I'm not sold on that yet because I don't like to eat organs.
Well, no, I'm not eating organs.
No, it doesn't sound.
In
good.
Argentina, they eat everything. They eat
My buddy
balls
eats. He's pretty much carnivore, and it's healed his stomach. He had stomach issues, and to eat the organs, he'll cut liver in small little pieces and then swallow it like a pill.
Yeah, well, I'm not gonna do that either.
I'm like, that's just too much work.
No, geez,
and I like a salad.
First of all, cutting it would just make me want to throw it.
Right, I like a salad.
Yeah.
I like some vegetables.
Yeah.
Give me some good veggies, tomatoes, potatoes.
No, in Argentina they eat everything. We've been there quite often. And
Did you ever have chicken feet?
I have not. That's a Moroccan thing, I
My
believe.
no, it's Haitian.
Haitian.
My dogs love chicken feet.
Really?
Yeah, we
The
feed it to-
Jamaicans break the chicken bones, and you gotta find them in your
Suck
mouth.
the marrow.
Yeah.
That's all right. I'm not a bone guy.
No.
My dad choked on a bone one time.
Yeah.
Ever since then, I was not.
I haven't gotten to that point.
I was not eating chicken with bones. I'll get me my. I'll do some wings.
But I was saying about 100. So
Don't cover your mic.
What did I do?
You covered it.
I did.
Yeah.
So
Sorry, I got to technically train this.
So Warren
Democrat.
Buffett, one of the richest men in the world. Warren Buffett, one of the richest men in the world. He's 93. He's still the chairman of Berkshire Hathaway.
What's about that evil German guy? He's the richest guy, and he's like 100, isn't he?
Who's that?
What's that guy?
The richest guy in the world.
Klaus. He's like the guy trying to take over America.
Oh, I haven't heard that.
Oh, I'll find it.
Yeah,
we'll get to that. But let's go over Tucker's things.
Let's do Tucker's
because we sidetracked enough. Look, I think I warned you once. We go down rabbit holes, and with my ADHD.
And I think I have the same ADHD.
Yeah, we like to go down rabbit holes. And if you can keep up with us, then it's a fun journey.
Yeah.
If you can't keep up with us.
Like, share, come on, subscribe anyway.
Exactly. Like, share, and subscribe.
Anyway.
Doesn't matter, because there may be other people who can keep up with us.
You may want to hear about how frustrated you are.
I saw these 2 mentally challenged guys.
And they're really putting it out there.
Yeah, they're... Anyway,
so here's
Tucker came up with 6 topics.
That both political parties and their donors have reached consensus on what benefits them not to discuss these 6
We're going to tell you the 6 topics, and then in our next show, we're going to focus on one. So we got 6 shows we'll probably do.
Yep. So they actively collude to shut down any conversation on these topics. Do you want to go ahead and tell them the 6 topics?
Yeah. The first one, emerging science.
Emerging science.
I have to research that because I don't even know what that means. Science! And then the second one is war. Who doesn't love a good war? Civil liberties, corporate power, demographic change, and natural resources.
Natural
resources.
These are going to be some great topics. We may touch on the one on war today. What do you think? Fracking.
So good. It makes so much money.
Beautiful coal. Beautiful
makes
coal.
so much money.
Wasn't it Trump?
The black gold.
Beautiful coal.
The black gold. Demographic change. So what does that mean?
Well, are sometimes
we blending families?
People are having smaller families because of economics and stuff.
Oh, I thought blending, like,
No, I think it's more population.
Jewish and Argentinian.
It could be. It could be. There would be
who have kids from Thailand.
But like the UN. At my house, the UN.
They are. In case you didn't know, Trippy's both of his children were adopted and
from
beautiful
Thailand.
Babies from Thailand.
They're adorable.
Now, but they're grown up. Well, they're not grown up.
And my German Shepherd, she's from Germany.
And he's Jewish. He has a German Shepherd. How does that work?
She's beautiful. I had to learn German. When she barks, I say, "Sei still."
Sprechen Sie Deutsch?
Sprechen Sie Deutsch?
Nein.
Sitz. When I tell her to sit, sitz.
I
have to learn
I don't
one.
have a German Shepherd.
She's adorable.
I have a Neapolitan Mastiff. So does that mean
Yeah.
I need to speak Neapolitan?
Yes.
Some
But
chocolate,
you haven't.
strawberry, and
I'm
vanilla
a
ice
better
cream.
father than you. You haven't. What's one? Yeah, bring her ice cream. That's even better. She'll rather have ice cream.
Neapolitan, remember? Chocolate, strawberry, chocolate.
That's
Yeah.
what they call it. Yeah, she'll rather have that than
We-
here's it.
I don't even know what Neapolitan is.
That's it. I think it's the 3 ice creams in one.
They named the dog after 3 ice creams?
I don't know, but that is when they see the ice cream in Publix. It's the strawberry, the vanilla, and the chocolate.
So he's got a multi-demographic right there. He is.
Yeah.
Well, he's also mixed with Blue
He's
Heeler.
a rainbow. Your dog's a.
He's mixed with Blue Heeler. If I brought him out here right now,
Your
Trippy
dog
would be
went woke.
scared. He is woke. He's broke too. And then I have a Serbian Rottweiler.
Now, do you speak any Serbian?
I do not. And I have a Black Lab Pit. I told you I'm not racist.
They speak English.
I told you I got black. My dog's black.
She's black.
He's 100% black. Oh, he's got a little white tuff in it. He's got a little Caucasian in him. He's from the mountains of Caucasus. You ever watch? There's a comedian out there. Oh my gosh, this little black guy. Not Kevin Hart, but he says he goes. He's so white. He's from the mountains of Caucasus. He's Caucasian.
The mountains of Caucasus.
Yes. So these are the 6 topics. If you would comment after you like and share and subscribe, comment down below. What would you like to hear? Or throw in your ideas about emerging science, war,
civil liberties.
I almost went into that song. War. What is it good for? A lot of things.
Corporate power.
Can we add a couple to this?
Yeah.
Other things they won't really touch on?
Yeah, what are they?
Or they push too much.
Yeah, what?
LGBTQ?
Well, are they touching on it or are they pushing it?
They're pushing it, in my opinion.
Pushing it.
Have you go watch the new commercial?
But who's pushing it?
Corporate.
Corporate America?
Yes, corporate power.
Only
that falls under 4. No. Go watch the new commercial for vitamin water.
Well, like I said before, it could be because that's the way to go. Corporate doesn't do anything before they research if it benefits them or not.
They should have researched what happened to Bud Light.
That's
how many billions of dollars did they lose?
But I'm telling you, if Apple and Disney join forces, it's going to be would you just stop using Apple products if they really went woke?
Throw this thing across the street. They already are woke.
Well, they are, but then they join.
But that's why I don't keep it in my pocket, because I don't need to get rubbed.
I always say the reason I have a small iPhone is because I can only have one big black device in my pocket.
There you go. Now we're racist. He's Jewish. He can't be racist. He beat Auschwitz. That's not even a joke.
I wasn't even there.
It wasn't even a joke.
And I got a German.
I saw this TV show called was it Band of Brothers? And they found in the last episode one of the concentration camps. And if that was a smidgen of reality, that was rough.
Well, it is
very
a smidgen
sad.
Of reality.
Very sad. There's people who believe that didn't happen. The Holocaust was all made up.
There's a lot of people that say that.
They did this. We'll talk on this too because we got to wrap up here. But they did a study, kind of like a placebo, where they taught one 6th grade class that the Holocaust did not happen. It's totally made up. And they taught another class that it was true, and then let them debate each other.
Now that would be interesting.
These kids firmly stood on it that it didn't happen.
But it happened.
I know. That's like saying 9/11 didn't happen.
Right.
Right.
It
I mean, we all know how it happened.
How did it happen? We'll have to talk about that on our next podcast.
We blew up our own buildings.
You think so?
I do.
You really do?
I don't think Building 7 fell out of sympathy for Building 1 and 2.
I don't know. There was structural deficiency. But
here we go.
But how do we, imagine if Donald Trump didn't have an Orthodox Jewish son-in-law, where he would stand on some of these topics?
He loves the Jews. He loves the blacks.
He does. I can't argue that point. He makes.
And it's really funny is most of the Democrats used to love him, and they did. He's got pictures. Him and Hillary were homies.
Oh, that's different. There was opportunism. That wasn't.
He's a capitalist.
Friends. Yeah, they were never.
I'm all for capitalism.
Well, Bill was going on the same plane with him to Jeffrey Epstein's island.
Everybody went to Jeffrey. Did you see Oprah? They say has 11 trips there.
Really?
Where did she go for?
I don't know.
Where did her children who got missing at the school in Africa end up?
Kids in Africa are missing?
She had a school in Africa, and the kids were getting kidnapped.
Really?
Where did they go?
Jesus, I don't know. I've never heard this. I have to look.
I like to spark conspiracy.
Yeah, we are going to do a conspiracy theory show.
You are a conspiracy theory.
Well,
so anyway, it was emerging science, war, civil liberties, corporate power, demographic change, natural resources. Comment down below what you want us to talk about, or give us your opinion, or tell us we're morons, whatever you want.
I don't mind being a moron.
We love to hear from you because we really appreciate you guys watching, listening, learning, or maybe getting dumber. I don't know.
Yeah.
Who knows?
I think every session I get a little dumber. That's all right, but that's with age.
And I get smarter.
That's right. And better looking.
I soak his smartness.
Yeah, and he takes my looks.
I do. I am a good-looking guy.
Me too. Yeah.
Glorious beard. Maybe we'll get sponsored by a beard oil.
Is there such a thing?
Yes, I use it. I don't have it in now, but oops.
Would it help me?
No.
No.
Your beard. You don't have a beard. That's facial hair.
So.
Comment, like, subscribe, follow, tell a friend, tell a fax, telephone, share. Just get us out there. We want people. We want to become a household name, like I don't know, like somebody else.
Hannity and Combs.
Sure. We could do that.
Hannity and Combs.
Does Fox need new reporters?
I'll take it.
I go on Fox.
I'm on it.
I'm not sure I want to go on Fox.
No.
I'd go on
I think we're going to spend more time on X. I want to build a show on X.
Look that's where Tucker is.
Is he on X?
Yeah.
I want to do X. I want to do X. I want to do.
Maybe we'll get on what's your Jewish buddy's show?
I have a Jewish buddy.
Yeah. You're all friends, aren't you all related?
We're all friends. We're all God's children.
Ben
Affleck?
No, he's not Jewish.
I thought he has a Happy Hanukkah song.
No, that's Adam Sandler.
Oh.
If we're so smart, this is what I deal with.
I don't watch much movies.
No. The Ben Shapiro.
Ben Shapiro.
You don't know who Ben Shapiro is?
No, who the hell is he?
Look him up. He's a phenomenal commentary guy.
Really?
Same with like Charlie.
Someday people are going to say Zach and Trip are phenomenal commentary shows. Someday.
Maybe.
They need us.
They'll just say we're a bunch of wackadoo conspiracy theorists.
No wardrobe artists, no makeup. These guys get on the show and they just do it. We're going to have an office soon with a couch and a bar.
And fine rich mahogany leather.
No, probably some shit we bought from the Salvation Army, but who cares?
Or maybe we'll buy it from IKEA and you can put it together.
It doesn't smell like rancid dog, it'll work for the moment.
Or there's a raccoon living in it. Wasn't that a Friends episode?
I was a Terminex guy, and this lady had this old couch, and she kept having me spray bug spray in it because there's bugs, and I'm like, Jesus Christ, the spray is worse than the bugs when you sit down on that couch when I get done. And then I tried rallying a couple of the guys to go get a couch with me from Salvation Army and help me replace hers, but I quit, and we never did get it done.
You're a good guy at heart.
I tried.
Yeah, I know. I think, speaking of, my kid's going to get a job with True Green. I said, that's a good, spray grass.
Yeah.
Smoke the grass.
Smoke it.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Anyway, listen, so let us know what you want to hear, or we'll just sit here and babble and you guys will cry.
Looking forward to hearing back from you.
Yeah.
I'm excited. I love this show. I love
we thank you.
Show,
we love you.
We love watching it.
Yeah. We love you and we thank you for watching it and we appreciate it.
So
and on that note,
Coach Trippy signing out.
Big Daddy saying deuces.
Deuces.